Welcome back to Probable Magic. This is episode number 37. I made a mistake in the intro. I called it number 36. Not that it terribly matters. And we are doing our first Theros 8-4. This will be Theros draft number 6. I did an intro video where I rambled on quite a bit on what draft format we were going to do tonight. I used the tool I've been putting together to come up with total expected value, and as I said I would, that was my criteria for choosing what I would draft tonight. Highest expected value was in Theros 8-4. So we're going to see what happens. One thing that I did not get a chance to talk about in that intro video is that we're basing this all off of our Swiss results, win percentages versus off of Swiss results, because that's what I have. And it's been suggested that a Swiss win is not the same as a 8-4 win. And I still don't have a great answer for that, except that Swiss data is what I have. So it's what we're using for now, and going forward we're going to try to see how that makes a difference. Now, we see a rare, it's Daxos. Can't be blocked by creatures 3 or greater. That is interesting. I don't know how good that is, but that's interesting. Other interesting cards: Vaporkin and Lightning Strike. I don't know how good that is. I know Lightning Strike's good. I'm actually going to take Lightning Strike. I've been wanting to try the black-red aggressive deck, and I'm very willing to try that here. Horizon Chimera I really like. I definitely would like some Ordeals, but Gray Merchant is also awesome in black. I wouldn't mind going that direction either, because if I was truly going, the super aggressive red deck with either black or white, Dragon Mantle's probably might be the right pick. I'm not even sure, but I just think that Gray Merchant is so powerful that we're going to slam that. Rare taken out of this pack, which is basically no information. Okay. Black certainly looking open. That's not a bad red card either. It's a nice blue. Looks like some people are taking white. We're definitely going to take a black card here. What do we want? I like the Eidolon. I like the Bestow and the Death Touch. I think that's the pick. I've often talked about being a big fan of limited resources. I've learned a lot from Marshall, and he's really been talking this guy up too. Harpy's interesting to me. Wouldn't mind some Harpies, but I'm going to take the Eidolon here. Okay. Also interesting. This I think is a cool card. Don't want it in a limited deck. If we go the red aggressive route, definitely want some of this guy. So that's what I'm going to take. These are both decent green cards. This is not a decent black card. Blue looking kind of open, which we might want to keep our eye on. I think the Sealock monster is pretty strong. I forget if it was the last draft or 2 drafts ago where I went for the aggressive red deck. Excuse me, this 2-headed Cerebus is really what was missing. And I'm going to take him here. Okay, interesting to see some decent white here, because I felt like white was being cut. Still seeing a lot of blue. I'm going to not jump on the blue though. I'm going to leave that open for someone else. I'm interested in one of these black cards. And which one do I want? Blood Toll Harpy. Just kind of okay. Or this Disciple, which counts better for devotion. A little more controlling. I'm going to take the Disciple. I feel like I'll see more harpies. Wall, kind of interesting too. Okay. I definitely think there can be a constructed blue-red instant deck that's going to want this guy, but he's not a draft card. I don't think much of the Rambler. I guess if you bestow him, he's not bad. I do like the Borderland Minotaur, but I kind of want to try out Rescue from the Underworld, and with these bestow cards, that's pretty nice. I guess this is more aggressive. I don't know just how aggressive we're going to end up. So this is interesting. I think we're going to take the Flanax. Amulet would be interesting. I don't think I'm going to be nearly aggressive enough to want Crusader. Not that big a fan of Spark Jolt. If you haven't listened to Limited Resources podcast, I forget the number, where they talked about drafting a control deck, definitely worth a listen. I really feel like I leveled up on my understanding of control decks through that episode. So let's see, we have Witch's Eye. Not bad. Not really what I want to do. I'm going to take the Scholar, because if I splash white, I could be interested in that. More interesting thing. Not thrilled about either of these. That's okay. I could throw this in for splashing white. I'm actually going to take the Kraken. Not the Kraken. The Crackling Titan. And seeing this Dragon Mantle wheel is very interesting. I'm going to take that. Because another consideration would be splashing blue to play this, which would also let me activate the Flanax. Definitely not splashing both of these, but going to give myself some options. Here is interesting. Pretty sure I want one of the black cards. Scry 2 and draw 2 cards, or just basic guy. I'm feeling okay on creatures for where this is in the draft. I'm going to take Read the Bones. Okay. Definitely don't want double white, so I want one of these. And I'm going to take him. No, we're not playing that. It feels like we're getting pushed into blue a little bit. Hide the scholar. And it may be time to consider if we're actually going to be a black-blue deck that splashes red. Celestial Archon, a nice card that doesn't make our deck. If we're really going the black-red aggressive route, I'd love to have this Minotaur, but I'm not sure we're still there. Which makes probably Magnet Jet what I'm most interested in. I think that's what I like. If that wasn't there, it would be a tough call between the Minotaur and a second Phalanx. But I think we're going to take the Magma Jet here. Pretty sure we're going to splash. Tough call here. This is a very tough call. There's lots of stuff I would take. Now, let's see. I don't have a lot of red on the battlefield to make the Fanatic particularly good. I'm not sure that I've got a lot. I'm aggressive enough with to want this. I think I want one of the black cards. And do I want a second Eidolon or Lash of the Whip? That is a very tough call. I don't know what's better. I'm going to take the Eidolon. That could be wrong. Okay. In many of my other videos, I've talked about trying just not to pass these temples. I don't know if that's the right approach for an 8-4. Let's see what that's worth. Temple of, which one is this? Mystery? I think that's Mystery. Yeah, that's not worth taking. We are either black-red splashing blue or black-blue splashing red. I'm not interested in Hopes or the Rambler. Araboon of Erebos is okay. Don't really have any heroic triggers. I think I want the Sealock Monster. Maybe Thassa's Bounty is better. I never tend to think that Thassa's Bounty is as powerful as I feel other people evaluate it, but maybe I'm wrong. I want one of the black cards. Lampad. His Bestow's a little expensive. I will take the Freakus Cure. Boulder Fall too expensive. Scourge Mark. It's just like okay. It's okay. Whereas Ill-Tempered Cyclops is pretty good. I'm going to take that. Still really on the fence to if we want to be splashing red or blue. What does Swan Song do? Counter target enchantment, instruments, or sorcery. The controller puts a 2/2. I don't even know what that's. Yeah, that's worth nothing. I don't think I want that. So I guess there's a portent, there's this crackling, and there's unknown shores, which might be what I need. I'm going to take that. I'm probably going to need some fixing here. Okay. Rage of Perforos, kind of mediocre removal, but removal. Or there's Boon of Erebos. You know, decent trick. Don't have great stuff to use it with. One of those two. Putting a Coastline Chimera in this deck, it does a blocker. Not the worst. I'm going to take the removal spell. Definitely going to have some tough choices in deck building here. Okay. Kragma Warrior. Do we have any Minotaurs? We do not. Is he okay on his own? He's kind of a 4-3 attacker. With haste, he's okay. These are probably better. I'm going to take Omen Speaker. Okay. Mnemonic Wall or another Phalanx, I think, are the choices. Wall. What do I have for instants or sorceries? I have some red removal spells. There's some. I think I like the Phalanx better. Don't particularly like any of these. I don't feel like I'm going to be red enough to want this. I guess I'm going to take Stymied Hopes. And I guess I'm going to take Thassa's Bounty there. Here I'm pretty sure I want Guardians. Vanquish doesn't do a lot against me. I guess I'll throw in full. So, pretty sure I'm not playing a double red card. Oh, well, that makes it difficult. Ember Swallower, just an awesome card, and really feels like if I'm not taking that, what am I taking? A Dissolve? I'm going to keep my options open with that. Maybe we'll see what starts coming our way with red. I'm going to take the second Merchant here. Not as black as I'd like to make him really good. I still like him. Griptide, also good. Okay, some nice stuff here. I really like the Mender. You know, he's not for our deck. What does this Sphinx do? When he enters the battlefield, scry 2. 4/4 flying. That's good, but there's also Mogus Marauder. Intimidate and haste. I don't have the most. Black. Oh. It's definitely one of those two. And I just don't know which one. I'm Probably black, blue splashing red. The 4/4 flying seems like it may be more powerful. Wow, some nice stuff here. I wish I could take half these cards. Yeah, I wish I could take half those. But the Eremos' Emissary, I think the strongest by far that I want. Also, nice stuff here. Yeah, so pretty sure I'm going to be blue, black, splash, red. I wonder if I want this ordeal. Draw 2 cards. I'm at 17 creatures. I think I'm going to take the ordeal. Three's looking light, and it's going to be filled by him. This is a curve filler. I definitely don't want another 6. Don't think I need the March. Lost in Labyrinths, okay. I'm going to take that. Don't think we're playing Dragon Mantle. Wow, okay, if we're black-blue, this guy's kind of nice. I think we want him. You know, I definitely wouldn't mind one of these Chimeras either. He's pretty good, but I'm not going to pass up this. And Griptide seems like a nice removal spell. Here I want one of the blue cards. I can't see myself playing Lost in Labyrinth. I don't think I'm playing either of these. It's probably the stronger card. Again, I'm not playing any of this. I'll cut the removal spell. Shredding Winds, I guess, is against me. Kinda getting nothing here, but I'm okay on playables. Interestingly, Ember Swallower might well be the single most powerful card I've gotten. Interesting. What do I want here? One of these two. Do I want a second Hippocampus? I guess I'll take the trick. Third bounty. I don't know if that was right between that and the Hippocampus. A 3/2 in the air might have been better. I don't know if it makes the deck either way. Okay. So this was a interesting draft for me. Let's see. No, I'm not white. No, I'm not green. Most likely playing, yeah, because I think I'm splashing. So let's see. I think I'm black blue. I might be splashing red. What's worth considering from red? Lightning Strike, Magma Jet, Rage. Yeah, I still don't want him. Don't want that. Don't want double red, even though Ember Swallow is very powerful. Ill-Tempered Cyclops is an interesting one. I don't think I want that, but if we're short one, maybe we need to try to consider that. Okay. I like him. I like the Flanexes, Omen Speaker, Eidolons, Ordeal. Not sure on that. I like the Cure. might want this Guardians, and otherwise I'm not playing Artifacts. I don't care about either of those two. Where does that put us? I want him. I want him. That. Erebos. Disciple. I like those. I like these. I like the Scholar. Don't think I need him. I'm not the biggest fan of the THS bounty. I know a lot of people, I see a lot of people in videos talk it up, you know. Yeah, and I like 3 cards, drawing 3 cards, but I'm paying 6 for it, you know. I'm not sure. So we are at 24. Have to make a cut. So what happens if I cut red? I lose these removal spells. I probably kind of lose this ability too. And if I do that, is there 3 cards I'd rather bring in over this? I guess that means I'm bringing in Boon of Erebos, Stymied Hopes, and THS's Bounty. I think I like this package better. So let's rule that out. This is what we're doing. We gotta make a cut. Where are we on? Let's see. Got these guys. Yeah. I like Read the Bones better as a draw spell in this deck. I don't want to go to 15 creatures particularly. I could. Don't really want to. So I feel like I need to cut one of these spells. I want Lightning Strike. I want Magnajet. I want Read the Bones. I want Griptide. I really want to try Rescue from the Underworld, and with the 2 Gray Merchants, yeah, I definitely could have more black mana for Devotion. I feel like I have enough that this could be good, so I think I'm cutting one of these 2. Even though the Rage is kind of expensive and it's on the splash color, it feels like it's more powerful. I'm going to do that. That may be wrong. You may regret that, but that's what we're going to try. Add lands. 593. And we have the Unknown Shores. This feels like a 17 land deck to me. Nine swamps looks right. because swamp's the thing I need to have. I can get blue later. Red's the splash color. If I have a swamp, I probably have a 2 or 3 drop I can play. I think that's right. Right? Because these guys can come down later. That's fine. Ordeal not going to come down on 2. It's going to come down on 3 or 4 at best. Grip Tide can come down later. I'm okay with him coming down a little later to be a better trick. I'm okay with him coming down a few turns later to be a better blocker. It's really black that I need up front. I can wait a few turns on blue, and I probably want the Unknown Shores, but let's think about this. What do I take out for it? I'm at 5 blue sources. I really don't want to take out an island. If it's there basically to be an additional mountain, I don't like taking out a mountain for it. And maybe I even do that. Pictures. I think I'm going to try that. That gives me kind of 8 swamps, 9 if I'm desperate. But really, I have to mulligan a hand that doesn't have a swamp in it. 6. I'm going to try this. I'm going to try this, and I will see you in the first round.